Let's go. How's it going, people? Devon once again bringing you another daily dose of insight and motivation. And man, it has been an incredible year so far. I hope you are taking advantage of everything that you can take advantage of. What does that mean? What are you in control of, right? Because we have things that we are in control of, and we have things that we don't have any control over. There is no control, there's only influence, right? So, where's your focus? Is your focus more on the things that you can control? Or do you focus more on what you can't control, but you imagine that you can control it, whereas you only have an ability to influence those things? You only have the ability to influence those things, so you imagine that you can control them, and then we get in a state of low energy frustration because we truly can't control these things, right? We're not placing our focus on the correct thing, which is the thing that we can control, right? So evaluate your life right now. What are you trying to control where there is no control? Or what are some things that maybe are slipping? What are some things that maybe you can put more energy in, but you're not, right? Because we are multifaceted beings. We have an ability to divide and direct our energy into multiple spaces and multiple aspects of our lives. So you got 15% of your energy over here. You got another, 20% of your energy over here. Another percent over there. But what could you create? What could you manifest if you switched up the way that you directed your energy, And he said, you know what? There's this one thing that I am determined to, expand, right? And I am going to put the majority of my energy into that until I get it to where I want it to be. No matter what, right? And it's going to be those things that you can control. You can control, I can control recording a video, right? And for so long, I wasn't consistent on it. And we can talk about, identity, and we can talk about BS, belief systems, but I couldn't be consistent. And I looked back and I said, wow, I've been uploading a video Monday through Friday for the past 3 weeks. And I didn't even really recognize it, But I worked on myself. I worked on what I could control. And now we're here and we're still going. We're not slowing down. I want to speed it up. I want to add more. Because I want to grow faster. And I want to get to the point where I can help more people, What can I control? I can control how much content I put out. I can control how much value I give the world. What can you control? And so let's talk about it like this. Okay, you have a direction in your life that you want to go. You have an idea of the person that you want to be, the things that you want to do, and whatever it is that you want to have. Okay, now, take that person, okay? There are going to be some ideas, some actions, and just an overall way of operation that person is going to go through. So, the person in my mind that I visualize that I want to be, my inversion, would do this, do that. He would think this, think that. Okay, now that you have that idea, you need to take action. What is right now 2 things that you could do that would move you closer or help align you with this person, right? So if I know that, I want to grow my following, I want to do this, do that, and I want to be a famous YouTuber, I'm going to record a video. That's one thing that I could do that's going to get me to that next level, to that next step. Okay. What's something else that I can do? All right. I could research. I could research keywords. I could research what other top YouTubers are doing that, are going to be in the same niche that I am. Right? I can go do a course. I can learn more. I can read a book. So many things that you can do to improve yourself, to get better. So focus on what you can control and take that focus every single day and put some type of action behind it. Because you can learn hundreds of thousands of things. You can learn so many things. But you won't get to where you want to be unless you apply action to it, And it's like I was having a conversation today with someone just kind of about this topic, and I was like, it's kind of like the person who believes that they are shy. That's a story that they're telling themselves. That's an identity that they just decide to continue to perpetuate, right? But they don't have to perpetuate that identity. They can come up with something new. And once they decide, well, no, this is the type of person that I am, well, that identity will seem like a thing of the past. Because they'll realize that, wait a minute, shyness is just a trait. It's an idea. It's a story that we're telling ourselves, right? It's not like right? You don't get born with shyness, right? And so my friend, we're talking about this, and he's like, well, it's not the story that we tell ourselves, because what if it's something actually inside of your body that, when you get in front of people, you start to get nervous and you have a biological response that makes you kind of lock up or shut down. Well, I said, okay, that's true, but do you know the science of this, right? Because what's actually is happening is that subconsciously you have that belief, I get nervous. So when your body is in that situation or scenario, your brain starts to send certain chemicals all throughout your body that makes you feel a certain way. But if you rephrase the story, that wouldn't happen. And you wouldn't have to worry about being in that scenario or situation and being like, holy crap, well, if they call on me, if they pick on me to speak, go to the front, I'm going to be nervous again. You won't even have those thoughts. You won't even think that direction, because the identity, the state that you are in, won't allow for those thoughts, right? So just like myself, cultivating this new person, this new identity that says there is only room for positive thoughts in my mind. There is only room for positive thoughts in the garden of my mind. So all these negative thoughts, the weeds, they're getting uprooted. I'm pulling them out. And there's no more space. There's no more plots for them to be planted. All right? At all. Period. Zero. There's only space for positive thoughts in my mind. Right? So you have the ability to create these identities for yourself. If you don't like your circumstances, the story that you've been telling yourself, create a new story. Watch how the external world changes. Watch how the universe rearranges itself to fit your new story. As I always say, continue to realize where you are now, realize where you have been, and finally realize the future. She just wanna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. I'm gonna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. She just wanna realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. Everybody realize the future, realize the future, realize the future. Yeah, it's a dedication. We gon' have a real celebration. Look, moms, I knew if I would just stay patient, I would go and get it, I would make it, yeah.